Coverage on Saratoga Live, as always, brought to you by beautiful, legendary Claiborne Farm. 100 years of doing the usual, unusually well. It's not just a slogan, and our thanks to everyone at Claiborne. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to do this, our coverage from Saratoga on Saratoga Live. A legendary farm where so many champions have been born and raised. Their stallion roster speaks for itself. The success year in and year out. And all that is part of the family, the employees, everyone who works there at Claiborne. So many of them for an extended period of time, many years. And specifically on this Labor Day, we wanted to salute the family, the employees, everything that makes Claiborne Farm exactly what it is.
For over a century, the hallowed grounds of Claiborne Farm have housed iconic stallions and broodmares, while also breeding and raising the game's next crop of racehorses. And behind all those horses are generations of professionals who care for the thoroughbred. At Claiborne, it's not uncommon to see employees who have worked in various capacities at the farm for several decades.
My grandfather handled stallions here for 18 years. My father worked here for almost 27, so this is home.
It's home. It's my second home. All of us are just like one big family.
I was born and raised here. My father was the broodmare manager here for 40 years, so Claiborne is home. Me and Wesley are both here now. He's the broodmare manager.
Well, actually, I grew up on Claiborne, so this is really all I've known, 40-some years. I took over the broodmare position in 2004, so I've seen approximately 17 foal crops come through the nursery, which is kind of behind us. You know, self-fulfilling to see their journey.
I have to come over here to the other side of the farm sometimes to see horses that I'll just miss, you know, even though I'm on the yearling side. It's funny, you can recognize that horses remember you and that you had an effect and a good rapport with them and they like you, you know, and I never get tired of that feeling. It's really neat.
James Sebastian started working at Claiborne in 1966. In 1971, he moved from yearlings to the broodmare division, delivering foals half the year. Sebastian estimates that he's delivered 10,000 foals during his night shift.
You know, we have a very family atmosphere here. Obviously, Claiborne's been in our family for 4 generations. You have a lot of uncles and cousins and brothers that work here, and then they put out the word that, you know, this place is all right, they treat you right, they treat the horses right, so they want to come on board and have a family atmosphere. Very prideful of the people that put so much hard work and loyalty that helped us make Claiborne Farm what it is.
The people at Claiborne and those relationships, and as long as they've been there, Richie, even generations of families at Claiborne over the decades.
Absolutely, and you think about Seth Hancock cast into a position when his father, Bull Hancock, passed away suddenly in his early 20s to have the responsibility of syndicating not only Riva Ridge, a Derby and a Belmont winner, but the Triple Crown winner's secretariat and the legacy that continues on now with his son Walker. And it's just what a family affair. And the history of the game runs straight through the heart of Claiborne Farm.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great tradition, great racehorses, and always fun to see their progeny. Great stallions there as well.
And now that does continue. And again, our thanks to everyone at Claiborne, part of our coverage here at Saratoga and Saratoga Live. And Richie, coming up, the September yearling sale and the offerings from Claiborne there, and some of the more intriguing prospects moving forward that we'll have a chance to see at the Keeneland September yearling sale.
Such a strong group of horses from a pedigree standpoint and from a physical specimen standpoint. Certainly hip number 117, a colt by Warfront, who's just an outstanding individual. Such a great balance. And when I look at young horses, I want to see a balance. You want to see an athlete right off the jump. You see that. And then you've got the sire power. Warfront, sire of 97 black type winners, and just a horse with a great female side out of Queen Nefertiti, who's a full to the Gurkha, grade 1 winner by Galileo. Just an incredible family to back up an incredible physical specimen.
Yeah, Richie, the word on the streets is this 117 is a, quote, smoke show. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to hit this pick 6 today. Maybe I'll show up and try to buy her.
Can I get in on a piece?
Sure. Yeah, I'll sell you a leg. See, I know what I'm talking about.
JK walks in. Where's the smoke show? Smoke show. Anybody seen the smoke show? In session 2 here, Richie. And some of the prospects to look forward to. 254. You see by Tappet there. And a half to a Grade 1 winner. In 2017, the test winner, American Gal. She was brilliant on that afternoon. Again, hip 254.5 to American Gal.
Well, and again, looking at young horses at the sales is a lot like handicapping. You've got all these tools available to you to kind of point out who's going to be the runners, who's going to win. This horse is out of family that obviously has speed. You always want speed. There's sire power there. And again, Claiborne preps their horses. They're outstanding individuals. This is a very, very strong group of horses that they're offering.
Still caught up in the story about Seth Hancock and that kind of pressure at that particular age. Riva Ridge, Secretariat, right after Bull Hancock had passed away. That's, yeah. I can't imagine.
I can't imagine either, but then think about what they continue to go on and do and win the Kentucky Derby with Swale, I think with a fellow named Lafitte Pink-Eye aboard.
We have a few pictures of that at the house, absolutely. Back in 1984, Swale, those Claiborne offerings coming up, the Keeneland September yearling sale. Get involved in some of the more intriguing prospects, Claiborne's offerings at the Keeneland September yearling sale. Again, our thanks to everyone at Claiborne and their help and support with our coverage here on Saratoga Live.